Hi folks, Beardychiel here, sitting in the conservatory in the sun, and it is now Sunday the 16th of July, and it's an exciting time here at Beardychiel Central, because by the time this post finally goes up, I've been trying to record this, edit it and post it since the middle of last week. And I just keep getting interrupted. And you will see me changing shirts and going from inside to outside, because I've edited it and recorded it in multiple different bits and pieces, inside the house and outside, on my own and with Ian and with Ruben and Leo and the rest of the family. And it's been mayhem. I've had a really busy week, and I'm just going to post this bit in at the beginning, and then I'll run into the two other introductions that I've tried to make and let you see how it goes. So, over to me to do my normal introductory spiel. Hi folks, and welcome to this edition of Beardychiel's Knitting Banter. It's Tuesday the 11th of July, and the sun is out. It's a beautiful day here in Caithness, and I'm sitting in the back garden beside the big paddling pool, and sitting just inside the house are Ian and Ruben and Leo and daughter-in-law Louise and Ali, who's home for his lunch. And they've all come to spend the afternoon in the sun playing in and around this massive paddling pool. And I had set up for filming, and I thought, let's just go for it. And if they're running around, it's life as normal. So if you see lots of people appearing, it's the family. In fact, here they come now. Hi Ruben!
Oh, careful.
And we're on.
Take one.
Hi folks. Welcome back to Beardychiel's Knitting Banter. This is episode 16.
Wow, you've done that many episodes?
Yeah, we've done that many episodes.
I had no idea.
And we are just under a week away from my first podiversary. First podcast was made on the 17th of July last year, and we will have a podcast next week to commemorate that. So watch out for the special edition. For those of you who are returning viewers, welcome back. It's nice to have you. For those of you who are finding us for the first time, my name's John Glenn, better known as Beardychiel, and I'm joined here by Minnie Chiel, my erstwhile companion. Ian, my grandson.
Oh, you can draw me Ian G. I don't mind.
Ian G. You'll find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Ravelry as Beardychiel, and all of that is appearing around the screen somewhere as I speak. And you will get me on email at beardychiel@gmail.com. And if you're looking for other general information, I do have a Beardychiel domain, and it's beardychiel.uk. No .co.uk, simply .uk.
Yeah. That's it.
So, welcome to this 6 p.m. on Tuesday the 11th of July. Yeah, that's showing what's on that camera over there. We did try to start recording this just after lunchtime, but the entire family descended. Ruben, Leo, Alistair, Louise for a little while. Alistair had to go back to work, and Ian and I were already here. The paddling pool took quite a pasting, as did every toy and the swing in the garden. Yeah. And as you can see, the sun is incredibly bright, and it's been like that all day. We are having a Mediterranean... You're away then? Okay.
I'll be back.
We're having a Mediterranean day, and there's so much to fit into a short time that I've actually got a set of notes here. As I said last time, I don't prepare massive show notes, but I do keep a little guide for myself as to what I'm doing. So, since the last time
I saw you. What have I been doing? Well, I have been knitting away as usual, watching some podcasts, and if my assistant comes back, spending some time in accident and emergency. Sit down,
What?
Beardychiel, I need you.
I need it. What?
Quick!
Where was my Yoshi?
He was on the table.
On the table. What table?
The big table.
What table? I'm not seeing him.
Alright, I'll find him for you after this. Come on. Quick.
This time
Right, have a seat for a second.
This time replace Yoshi.
Right. Ian, my little companion and assistant podcaster here, decided last week to have a little accident, didn't you?
Yep.
What happened? You fell off of a
Slide.
a slide at the play park and has fractured his radius. So he has to wear this really cool brace for a few weeks.
Yes, don't even have to.
Oh, don't go away. Hold it up so everyone can see it and say how brave you've been.
Yeah, I've been so brave. I could dab the other way. I did trap.
Yeah, away you go and play and I'll finish my podcast.
Okay, I'll try and find Yoshi.
You go and find your Yoshi. One of the folk in Janet's work as a sort of sorry to hear you poorly crocheted a Yoshi for him, so he's absolutely delighted to have a small Yoshi. So we spent some time at local A&E to find out that, yeah, although there was nothing displaced, there was the hairline fracture running through the radius. So a brace to keep it immobile, but trying to keep a 7-year-old static. The first 48 hours was really uncomfortable for him, but as soon as it started to ease off, he's been fine ever since. So we'll see how he goes. He's got a review a week today, I hope, and we'll see what happens after that. So what have I been doing? I've been knitting away a couple of finished objects, a couple of the works in progress that you saw last time, still plodding on slowly and steadily with. One new project cast on, which is a development project for the autumn and winter, and I'll let you see that in works in progress. So where am I starting today? Well, I'm starting at community, because over the last few weeks there's been an increase in the amount of contact on the Beardychiel Ravelry page. Lots of welcome aboards, about 4 or 5, which for me they don't come that often, which is wonderful. A fair few entries for the 700 subscriber giveaway, which I'm delighted about, and the results for that are coming very, very shortly. Anyone who goes on will see that thread has been locked. You found him, right? Show this Yoshi to the camera.
Yeah! I also have a toad, but it's just going to eat the yogurt out right.
You've left the toad at home.
Yeah, I brought him so Yoshi to be like this on toad. So Yoshi to be like this, and then toad to go on Yoshi's back.
But no luck today.
Yeah.
Right. So, what have I been doing? Well, we'll look over here. The GoPro's connected to the outside of the conservatory.
Yeah, which you can't really see, but you will see in the other camera.
Yeah. So what I'm going to tell you is that
Yeah,
I have,
Yoshi knit.
apart from reading what's happening on Ravelry, I have been watching a couple of podcasts while I've been knitting. So I've seen the latest episode from Nathan Taylor, the Saltmatician. I've seen stuff from my friend Eva Christie, from Kirsty at Little B, Dan and Kay, the Bakery Bears, and from Ellie, who is Skandia. And Ellie, it was a sort of little bit of back watching from last podcast, the podcast before, her most recent, I think, when she was going through her stash. And I thought my stash was bad. Boy, does she have a mountain of yarn to get through. Ellie is so great to watch. Again, she's someone who puts a really nice chuckle on my face, and I'm really looking forward to seeing her next podcast, because she's off on holiday in Norway, I believe, and she was saying that she's hoping to record a podcast sometime this week. So hopefully at the end of the week there might be something new from her. And that takes me quite happily. Yeah, paddling pool's right in front of me, and that ball just splashed me. Lucky. 700 subscriber giveaway. I said I was going to do this bit, and I forgot to close the thread. It's stayed open for an extra couple of days. There haven't been any extra posts in that couple of days. I have locked the thread now, and I have had my random number generator on the go, and the winners for the tote bags, coasters and yarn are as follows. Winner number 1 is post number 20, that's Handbag Crazy, who lives in Montrose in Scotland, and that's Sandy. Sandy, congratulations, you have won, and we will say that you have won the canvas bag with the butterflies, the thistle coaster, and your ball of yarn. So if you private message me with your address, I will get that off in the post to you. Random number generator number 2 was number 6. Number 6 is Mama C, who is Christina from Western Washington in the United States. And you have the Santorini canvas bag, ball of yarn, and a puffin coaster. And if you private message me with your details, I'll get those off in the post to you. So, congratulations to the 2 winners, and I hope you thoroughly enjoy your prizes. To everyone who participated, thank you for sharing your holiday stories. Some of them were absolutely hilarious to read, some of them were touching, and there wasn't one that was boring. So it was a pleasure to see the Ravelry group doing a nice piece of, I don't know, posting, reading and sharing from folk. That was really, really, really good. And that's the end of this little bit. What else have I been up to? Well, as you know, I am involved helping with Perth Festival of Yarn with their website development. So I've been doing bits and pieces on that over the last week or so, which has been great fun. All leading up to this Saturday, the 15th of July at 10 AM, when the shop goes live, tickets go on sale for the event, and classes go on sale. Right folks, let's talk about Perth Festival of Yarn. Over the last few days I have been doing my bit as Perth Festival of Yarn's web guru, and helping Eva Christie make sure that everything on the website is ready to run for yesterday's tickets going live, which was at 10 AM yesterday morning. Everything ran relatively smoothly. There was one tiny little PayPal hiccup mid-morning or around about lunchtime, which we resolved very, very quickly. It didn't cause any hassle for any of our customers. It was a little backroom hassle for Eva and I, and we got it resolved very, very quickly, and I am absolutely pleased to say that everything seems to have run well. Tickets are still available for an awful lot of things. There are still some classes available, so if you're interested in top-down shawl design with myself, there are still some tickets available. Nathan Taylor's classes Saturday and Sunday, demystifying double knitting, still have some tickets available. Sarah Berry, knitting in the round fingerless mittens class, still has some space. Her knitted 30cm Waldorf dolls class has a little space. Janet Renouf Miller's classes, introduction to rigid heddle loom weaving, has space. The Crazy Crochet class has space. Introduction to Spinning still has space. Advanced Spinning still has some spaces. Maddie Harvey's Introduction to Shawl Knitting, there's a few of those away, but there are still some spaces left, I believe. Ellie Fiddis's Introduction to Crochet has some spaces left. So tickets are still available, folks. Prices are reasonable. If you're booking 2 classes and having your festival entry, remember that the festival marketplace or vendors gallery is open on Sunday the 10th from 11 AM. So you'll need a ticket for that regardless of whether or not you're booking a class. If you're booking 2 classes and your entry ticket, there is a coupon code that you can use, and the coupon code 2 class bonus 2017 will be on the bottom of the screen here, and that coupon code will remain active right up until just before the festival, as long as there are classes available for you to book. So as long as you're booking 2 classes for your personal use and your admission to the festival, you will get that coupon code, which will give you your festival admission free of charge. The social event on the Saturday night at the Love It Hotel in Perth still has some tickets available. There are 3 ticket types available. There's an option for bog standard menu for meat eaters, there's a vegetarian option, and there's a vegan option. Buy a ticket for whichever option you know, and that way we know that we're passing information back to Eva for booking the right types of catering. That should be great fun, a chance to bring your knitting, crochet, spinning along with you, have something to eat, sit and knit and natter, meet the festival team, meet some of the tutors who are going to be there, a pile of the vendors, pardon me. There's a lot of folk have already been putting in requests for tickets, some of the vendors directly and some folk online, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be there because I'm planning to thoroughly enjoy myself. What else? Oh, the festival tote bag this year, I almost forgot about that. Last year there was a really nice Perth Festival of Yarn canvas tote bag. There are canvas tote bags for this year as well. The final logo for them is off in design at the moment. It's a surprise, Eva tells me, and I am looking forward to it being revealed at the festival. I'm going to be ordering mine, that's for sure. I hate to miss out on these little commemorative bits and pieces. What else? The new venue is sounding as if it's going to be incredibly well organised, and I am really looking forward to being there. So, Perth Festival of Yarn update, well and truly done. If you're not sure where to go, web address for the festival appearing now. Go visit it, look at the tickets, look at the vendors, look at the classes, and buy. Make your local festival successful. And if you're not local, come and join us anyway, because Perth is a beautiful place to be. Right, that's that bit. I said we had some finished objects. Let's come back over here.
Like,
You're coming back from it, and you can help me with the finished objects. There are only 2 finished objects this time.
no, it looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, finished object number 1 is a pair of socks. This is Beardychiel's sequin socks number 3.
And then the second one of these dollars.
Wait a minute, your goggles are not a finished object. That was you playing in the pool earlier.
Oh, like they must have
So,
no, they don't. No, I do.
1 pair
Yeah,
of Beardychiel's finished sequin socks number 3. The pattern has just gone out, or is about to go out for testing, and will then go up on Ravelry along with sequin socks number 1, number 2, and I will make a start on sequin socks number 3. I can also say that in terms of sock patterns, the Rhodian Sun sock pattern that was in development while I was in Rhodes has just finished test knitting and should be tech edited this coming week, and hopefully will be up on Ravelry for my podiversary. So hopefully podiversary launch of a new sock pattern amongst other things. But finished object number 1, sequence socks number 3. And in case you're wondering, they're in Drops Fable, and I can't remember the colourway, but I have put it in previous podcasts. Finished object number 2, you saw me knitting in the last podcast, and it was the square shawl. And the square shawl is now complete. I'll just have a stand up for this one. It's the loopy mohair and some standard mohair, both from King Craig Fabrics in Brora, and it's come out really well. I'm really happy with it. Folded to give a triangle, if that's what you want. It has a diagonal span just on the 2 metre mark, or just beyond the 2 metre mark. It's light, it's fluffy, and for this weather today it's just too warm. But for the winter it's going to be a nice sit over your shoulders if you wanted it. Would it be a nice wrap around for inside the scarf or inside the coat? I have a feeling it would be. I'd be quite happy with that.
Wait, in the pool?
That would keep me nice. Not in the pool, under my coat in the winter. The colours are fairly bright, but I don't really mind. I would wear it quite happily. This one, I think, though, is destined for other places. It's one of the sample shawls that I'm going to be taking with me to Perth Festival of Yarn, and
oh, by the way,
when it finishes that, this is destined to life as, hello Yoshi.
Hello.
This is destined to find its way to one of my family's new arrivals, who hopefully will be with us by then. That's niece Megan and her partner Stephen's impending baby, and this is going to go as a sort of lie on the floor and roll around shawl.
Hi, Mom.
And I'm hoping that she enjoys it when she gets it, but she's not going to get it until after Perth Festival. Right, what else is finished? Well,
Oh, and yours, Beardychiel.
Perth Festival of Yarn Tour de Fleece team. I have been spinning away with them, so over the last week I have been working on these. We've got .80 meters of spun and plied Rydale and Swarbles. Oh, we've got .183 meters of a single of Gongcraft's Beardy Peacock, a bat that was gifted to me just about 10 days ago by Clive and Laurence from Gongcrafts in Sutherland, and it's spun up quite beautifully to this sort of 4-ply weight single, which I am looking forward to using for something. I haven't decided what it's going to be used for yet. I think it might end up going into a hat or a shawl, but we will wait and see. I think I had it wound just a little bit too tight the last time, so that's looking a bit better. So, Beardy Peacock went well, and that, and the last thing, if you remember, I was talking about my spinning in the grease experiment, 20 or 30 grams of Swarble and Rydale single, spun in the grease. I haven't knitted it up yet, and after I finished spinning it, washed it, hung it out to dry here in the garden, and it feels absolutely lovely and fluffy. It smells alright because it's had a nice good airing in the garden. There are one or two bits which I've probably underspun, and there are one or two bits which look as if I might have overspun them. I haven't been quite as,
So with this.
what's the word I'm looking for,
So.
consistent with this one as I have been with one or two other things, because it was the first attempt spinning in the grease. But I did enjoy it, and it does feel absolutely fine. So I'm going to try and knit that up over the next little while just to see how it looks. And that finishes my finished objects. And that takes me quite nicely
It's raining, it's pouring.
into works in progress. Works in progress are filmed in my comfy armchair, and I'll put those in for you here, and hopefully you'll enjoy what I've been working on. Now, I was going to do my works in progress from the comfy chair, but I haven't had a chance to record them. So works in progress is going to be carried over to the next episode. There's just so much in this one, I'm not going to push it and make it too big. So works in progress is being carried over to the next episode, which will come sooner rather than later. For our next episode, I will tell you that I am planning to be out visiting. I've had a request to put my local area back into an episode, so I'll be going out to do some sightseeing in Caithness. And I'm hoping to get the opportunity to go and visit a professional crafter locally who I know as a weaver and a knitter, and I'll hold that until the next episode and hopefully give you a bit of a surprise. And that's the end of that little segment. Stash enhancement, there have been one or two bits. The Beardy Peacock would have been stash enhancement, but I used it up and spun it so fast. Other than that, Janet has discovered crochet in quite a big way. She's been working on baby blankets, which she's really enjoying.
Yeah, see, literally enjoyed it. See, it's trophy.
It's a massive blanket for a baby, isn't it?
See, it's trophy. And that, wait, that's knitted. And see, it's also trophy.
That's spun, it's not knitted yet. So, in order to get what she wanted, she found the yarns she wanted and she found everything she wanted from one supplier, Wool Warehouse. But, being canny Scots, neither of us particularly likes paying for carriage. So, if it's a toss-up between paying for carriage and buying some extra yarn to get free carriage, we buy the extra yarn. Consequently, I have recently picked up 6 of Rico's 100% cotton random. The colourway is, I've forgotten what the colourway is, see if I can find it, 006 and part 2501310-1. There's no name on the colourway. I think it was ice blue when I looked at it on the website. I've lifted 5 balls, there's a 6th one sitting here, and it was just double knitting, and it was the range of colours that were in it. They were just so fresh looking. I thought, gotta have those. So that was one order. Then Janet decided to change the design of her blanket. Oh dear, it meant that we had to top up another order. Well, depending what you go to buy, some things are cheaper than others. So I ended up with 8 balls. Where are we? 8 50-gram balls of Drops Fable in assorted colours, blue greens, greens, greys, and this absolutely wonderful random. And those in combination, the green and the blue green, I have to say, are not monotone. They are graduated. So that lot together is going to make another shawl. So another 4-ply shawl. This time a combination, I think, of lace and brioche. And I will let you see that as I finish the design and start work on it. But a busy summer ahead. The Aran that I brought home from Scarab Bray and from Orkney the other week, or the other month, is sitting waiting to be balled as well, and I have a plan for that. So hopefully all will go well. Now, is there anything else I need to tell you? Dropped a piece of paper, let's have a look. Oh, a weed. Finished objects, stash enhancement, works in progress, Perth. I think we're just about finished. I've had an absolutely wonderful couple of weeks. I hope you have as well. Next week, it's 1 year podiversary. I am really looking forward to, folks. I have a pattern to launch and a new venture, Beardychiel's knitting retreat, which will be an international knitting retreat, will be launched next week. So that will be featuring myself, Nathan Taylor, and possibly one other podcaster and knitwear designer and tutor, or it may be an indie dyer. I haven't decided on the last bit yet, and if I can arrange all that in the next 2 or 3 days, a rough outline of the programme will come up to you next week for the podiversary episode, and we will launch and start to sell places on the retreat. So until then, keep happy, keep healthy, keep knitting. Cheerio! Hi everyone, it's Beardychiel on the final piece of this podiversary podcast in yet another shirt on yet another day, because when I uploaded one of the last sections of video, lo and behold, there was a card fault and there were big sections of no image but me blethering, and I thought, well, we'll re-record the very last section, that's fine. So here we go. Pardon me, nose is itchy. The last section of the podcast this time is the big announcement, the launch of Beardychiel's knitting retreat in Rhodes 2018. In May 2018, from the 26th to the 2nd of June, I will be hosting a 1-week knitting retreat in the Rhodian Sun Hotel in the village of Beardychiel in Rhodes, and I will be there for 1 week, and if you wish to join us, you can. I will be there, and the week will contain knitting, nattering and relaxing time in the hotel and by the pool. There will be classes delivered that week by 3 tutors, myself, Nathan Taylor, the sockmatician, and Ellie, sometimes better known as Scandia. The actual content for the classes will appear on the website over the coming week or two as the outlines come into me. The final agreement on who our third tutor would be was only made last night, and I'm absolutely delighted. We're going to have such a range of things on offer in terms of those classes. So within your week you'll have 2 3-hour classes, you'll have 2 one-day excursions, a couple of evening fun activities, and some free time to knit, eat, drink, crochet, spin, whatever you decide to bring with you, and have one heck of a lot of fun. There is a small video which I made earlier in the year when I was at the hotel, with reviews of the hotel provided by some of their guests. So it's a place I have been on 4 occasions. My wife and I go back because it is off the beaten track. It is a small family run hotel with absolutely wonderful traditional food, a very laid back atmosphere, a nice all-inclusive programme, and the only time you hear the word buffet is when you're doing the continental breakfast bit. Their restaurant cook to order at lunch and dinner for their guests. We hope you're going to come and join us. As I say, bookings and information are available on the Beardychiel website at www.beardychiel.uk. Note there's not .co.uk, just .uk. And I hope you decide to read through the information there, think it's going to be good value for money, and decide to come and join us. I have been doing some market research, and based on my market research, some of our other international podcasting friends have already asked me to book them places before the sales go out to the general public. So, although I've mentioned myself, Nathan and Ellie, there will be other international podcasters there as well. Whether or not we release who they are going to be waits to be seen, but I have a funny feeling, knowing them, as and when I confirm sales are open, they'll each be confirming in their own way that they're going. So, I'm looking forward to it. I think the pricing is incredibly reasonable, as do all the people I've spoken to. I'm looking forward to having an absolutely whale of a time. Teaching, meeting, blethering, knitting in the sun. So, Beardychiel's Knitting Retreat in Rhodes 2018 is now live. So pop along to the website, see what you think, and I hope to hear from you all soon saying that you're interested and you want to come join us. So that's the end of today's podcast. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for listening. Look forward to seeing you all soon. Keep happy, keep healthy. Cheerio.